Arsenal star Jurrien Timber is facing a race against time to be fit for next season, with the defender set to undergo surgery. Timber missed Sunday's win over Newcastle after picking up ankle injury. The Netherlands international has been one of the Gunners' key players this season. He had been managing fitness issues in recent weeks, though was able to start both legs of the Champions League semi-final defeat to Paris Saint-Germain. He was absent from the win over the Magpies, though, which ensured Mikel Arteta's side will finish as runners-up this season. Ben White instead started at right-back with Timber sidelined. There is just one more game of the season to play, with the Gunners unable to be caught, whatever happens in their clash with Southampton. With nothing left to play for, Arteta's attention is turning towards next season. But he is already facing a potential headache, with Timber set for surgery. A timescale for his recovery is unknown, though his pre-season will undoubtedly be disrupted. According to The Telegraph, Arsenal's medical staff decided Timber requires the procedure on his ankle. Arteta will be left sweating on his recovery time ahead of a crucial campaign in his reign at the Emirates. Arteta confirmed ahead of the clash with Newcastle that Timber had been able to take part in a section of training last week. It is likely the Dutchman's season is now at an end, though, as he instead focuses on getting fit for next year. Having ended up as runners-up for a third successive season and gone without a trophy for 5 years, Arteta is desperate for silverware next term. But he hailed his side for the resilience they have shown in the face of a succession of injury crises. I don't know. I will try. When I can, I promise I will do my very best. I will live my life here. I will give everything. I will get every drop of everybody there. Squeeze it to get the best. But promise, Arteta said after the win over Newcastle, I cannot promise that next season I'm going to win the Premier League or the Champions League. If I have to do that, I don't do it because I cannot promise anybody that. My best and the best of these players are going to try and go mad chasing that. I guarantee you that's going to happen. I know what we've been through for 9.5 months. I know what we've done. I know very well the history of the Premier League and the teams that have been in 30% of the situations that we've been in. They have collapsed, completely collapsed, and we haven't. I really value that because that shows that we have built something that is very, very sustainable and consistent, regardless of people who don't like to see it. Mikel Arteta insists that Arsenal must continue to chase the dream after missing out on the Premier League once again. The club wrapped up second spot with a win at the weekend, but have long known they would be denied top spot. It is the third year on the trot that the North Londoners have finished second in the title fight, this time losing out to Liverpool. Arteta is the man looking to deliver the title and end the club's trophy drought, which dates back to the FA Cup in 2020. This has been the furthest Arsenal have been from the champions, having previously ran Manchester City close in each of the past 2 seasons. The club have continued to invest in an effort to again reach the summit of English football. Arteta has remained defiant and has been able to turn around the club's fortunes since his appointment back in 2019, without taking the final step. Next year presents a fresh opportunity, and the Arsenal boss has issued his latest rallying cry. He told the club's fan base, "We had a dream. It was to be here or in a week's time and bring the big trophies to you guys, and we couldn't do it for many circumstances. We need to make sure that chasing a dream doesn't get blurry and make sure we chase the dream with positivity and enthusiasm for next season. We have to start creating our own history here in this stadium, and we started this season. There is much more to come, and it won't be easy. These players have the talent. We need to rest and finish at Southampton and then go on holiday. Any other club in this position would finish in a position that we cannot even dream of." The Spaniard cited the many circumstances that have seen Arsenal miss out on the Premier League trophy, which they haven't won since 2004. He hasn't been shy in bemoaning some of the things that haven't gone the way of his team. Injuries have stretched their attacking resources, with the likes of Bukayo Saka and Kai Havertz both sidelined for months. The Gunners have also been on the receiving end of some controversial red cards, several of which have cost them points. Red cards and injuries for sure, but without that we don't know what would have happened, he said. Would we have been much closer? For me, the answer is, without a question, yes.